break nothing. And he's like, that's great, what do y'all do? And he said, we make holsters. And he's like, oh yeah, Kydex, great, yeah, you know, it's plastic, goes in your belt, it's kind of all the same. He's like, we're like, well, let me see what you got. He brought out some seriously redonkulous bullshit that I've never seen from a company that I have heard of. And it was just like, no, try this. And sent her out in the truck and had her get one of the SOE red things. So we made a bunch of shit for the party that's color coordinated. So we had a bright ash red one. I'm like, you cool with red? He's like, send my drawers, I don't care. Gave it to him and you could just see him when he put it on. I got his thing, he's like, huh. Why is it so comfortable? Well, and I held his old holster up. You cut this off, you cut this off, you cut this off. It's this much room here, and it keeps from digging in. And he's like, well, why doesn't everybody do that? I'm like, I fucking don't know. I have no clue. You can look at it and see what has to happen.
Well, it's the difference between having a regular designer who's looking just to make a bunch of money and pump something out versus a pragmatic thinker who's going to look at sensibility and say, I need this to fit this way, and if I move this way, I need it to not impede me here, and if I'm going to do this, I need this to not, you know, impede function here. I need this to work in all these different directions at once.
Yes, and
it's just the difference between someone who trains versus who doesn't.
And I'm different shaped than you. I mean, I got the redonkulous Buddha going, and you're like a little, you know, hard man-child. So what fits me doesn't fit you. So I like to get my gear into the hands of dudes that's going to use my gear and find my failure points. Okay, so all the instructors up here at Tactical Response, except for 2, are all carrying our gear.
Which 2?
I'm not going to say because we're building them shit and we don't want to call them out because they, you know, anyway. So,
because what was this band? We'll cut them off.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
When they come in, like, oh.
Well, it's mostly the people that just do not give a shit about their gear. They're like, yeah, it's
as a matter of fact, we'll just go ahead and say they're no longer going to work for Tactical Response.
No, we're not going to say that. we're gonna keep them straight by getting them hooked up. Well, okay. Dave White was here. Everybody thinks that Dave White.
You know Dave White. So I communicate with Dave White over Facebook,
right?
And whenever he's got some shit going on, I'll go on and blast dudes on his thing.
Right.
And I don't ever fucking know who Dave White is. He'll come up and stand in front of me and talk to me, and I'm talking to this dude, and I don't realize who the fuck he is until 2 hours after he's gone.
He's the total package, man. He's a young, good-looking kid in good shape. I mean, he has the tactical thing going on. Dave builds the best belt attach and hardware on the planet. We actually buy our belt attach from a competition rather than from another maker because he makes the solid shit. And
it's injection molded or something.
And yeah, it's injection molded, and it's also got nylon reinforcement fibers in it. And you have to put it in a vise to break it.
So does he have the equipment to injection mold?
No, but right within a rock's throw of where his shop is a plant that does that, and he's tight with those dudes.
Yeah.
So he has a very short development cycle.
It's networking for you, man.
And well, I'm working. Him and I are working.
3D print them at this point.
You can 3D print the part that you're going to make the mold out of, but 3D printing is the materials that you can squirt out of a 3D printing nozzle are not going to hold up to what we're doing. And there's people who are trying to do 3D printed blue guns and 3D printed molds for vacuum forming.
They're not hard enough.
They're not hard enough, and over time they'll get weird. Well, getting back to Dave White, everybody thinks we fight. Everybody thinks you're competition, dude. You're gonna bump heads. You hate each other. You guys are fucking at war, right? Well, that's not the. We talk on a daily, if not a daily, at least 3 or 4 times a week in Facebook. But it was great to get together with him and get in the same space with him and work some shit out. But Tremis, Gary over there at Tactical Response got us both in front of the thing, and we did a little thing on camera and talked because he builds a production store. I mean, his stuff. If you lay 20 of his holsters side by side. You could number them on the back, scramble them up, and you wouldn't be able to tell them apart. I mean, he has the production absolute beauty. He's also got more adjustability than we do because people want to just be able to adjust their shit, even if it doesn't. So he builds stuff with a lot of adjustability. That's a compromise in the direction of thickness.
So he's trying to be the next blade tech.
Yeah, and that makes the holster thicker, and it makes the holster a different shape because you have to make compromises for being able to turn it left and right. We don't do that. We build, the rig I build you is a right-hand appendix rig. It's not a left-hand appendix rig. It can't be turned into a fucking, you can't bolt some IKEA-looking shit on it, move it around. It's built to do that job, and all the compromises in construction design and materials are in the direction, in service of that place and that use. So we build different products. I mean, the whole time I was there, every time somebody dumped a TDI knife on the ground, like, hey, do you make TDI sheets? Yeah, I do, but this dude makes the best one I've ever seen by his, and that's because he does. And like the iMod, the little Leatherneck Tactical iMod wallet, I can't tell you how many people walk up to me at ranges and stores and go, hey man, can you make one of these? Sure, but why? They do a great job at it. Buy theirs. If somebody's doing something and they're doing a great job at it, why are you going to try to reinvent the wheel and go and compete with them on something they're doing well? Do what you do well and do more of it. And Don't worry about what other people are doing.
True.
A guy told me over at Tactical Response the other day, he says, run your game. Your only competition is the clock and the calendar. And if you don't worry about anything other than that, you'll be successful.
Who said that? I heard that too.
Jager. Yeah, it was one of those really intense, like, face-to-face conversations. Alumni Weekend was awesome. We had some great people come in and talk, and I got very, you can't tell any works on a Florida boy, and I turned really quickly. But I was that color after fighting shotgun, so. And simunitions class, took simunitions class. We all got shot up, had a great time.
Awesome. I guess I have to take that. Every time I watch people talk, they always talk about it great, and they're always saying stuff about it.
You're gonna have to take it.
I'm gonna have to take the fight, I guess.
Carry your short ass over there and get in there, get your gunfight on. My sister did it. That was her first class at Tactical Response. We brought her up there.
That's part of the trifecta that they recommend.
Yes.
Fighting pistol, force on force, and immediate action medical.
Yeah. You need those 3 classes in your life. If you carry a gun, I was a cop, dude. I thought I was a gunfighting motherfucker, dude, until I came up here and took a simunitions class. And I realized, holy shit, people are moving, and they're shooting at me, and there's shit going on, I'm dropping shit, and I'm running into shit, it's dark, and, you know, for reals, it's a gunfight, you know? You figure some shit out that you had in your fantasy mind that was like how shit was gonna go. That's just bullshit, man. You know, no plan survives contact with the enemy. No gunfight fantasy survives contact with running into a wall in the dark at night and dropping all your shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I highly recommend that. If you're carrying a gun, you need medical training, you need to carry a tourniquet in your pocket at the fucking minimum, and you need to get some fucking training. Some good gear.
You want to come get in front of the camera?
Me?
Yeah. She woke up for a road trip.
Yeah, there's a road trip. So hi.
I know when you were walking in here, you said, I hope I can be on the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said today.
This is my sister, my marketing girl, Cinder. She takes care of
it. We're
it.
on X-Hamster later.
That's right.
Oh, excellent.
Yep. I was thinking Backpage. I was thinking we were going for Backpage or like, you know. Because I asked a dude, I'm like, hey man, you know, because it was always entertaining for me on Craigslist. I was looking at Craigslist to go to the most ridiculous, like Jacksonville, Florida, or like, you know, where there's just a truck stop or something like that, and look at the ads for women seeking men or the hooker ads and stuff, just to see what the pictures were. Damn! And I asked a friend of mine a couple of years back, I'm like, where'd all the hookers go? He's like, oh, they went to Backpage. And I'm like, there needs to be a fucking newsletter, or like somebody needs to tell some people. Because man, I'm just like, damn, this is like the economy drying up or something? What the fuck's happening?
Backpage is the new Craigslist wanted.
Probably there's like 5 more generations of where it goes now, but at the time it all moved to Backpage. And you go to Backpage and they're not even perpetrating anymore. There's like no 4 roses bullshit. It's like $35 for this, $55 for that. You know, if you want me to do this, it's going to cost you this. They were like totally explicit. There wasn't no like, you know, bullshitting around about, you know, girlfriend experience shit. It was like, this is what we'll do and this is what it'll cost and here's a picture of my asshole. I mean, that was, I mean, you know, recently bleached, you know. It was like, what? Well, no! That's not what I was looking for before.
It's going to be a great road trip home.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't even started.
He's going to be asleep and fucking...
I was going to say, give him some fucking trope and not
I was gonna say,
the fuck out.
just give him
the trope.
But
Doesn't make me sleep.
Trope in his drink.
Colin and I can just walk away and he'll just keep talking to the camera here. We don't even
Like,
have to do
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah.
We might be able to find some roofies somewhere.
Yeah.
It's Camden.
He's going to get in that fucking car and be asleep.
We did that chloroform flavored
One of those things they use
candle
for,
we got.
No, one of those things they use for lions. It's like the pole on it with a little...
Really?
What it smells
Blow dart.
Oh, does this smell like chloroform to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, it was.
So I have to make sure that I thank y'all. They built us some redonkulous cop rigs for our shotgun class.
Okay, I banned that word. You got to stop saying it.
What word?
Redonkulous?
Yeah, you can't say it anymore.
It's a banned word. Again, you need a whiteboard and you need to let me know that ahead of time.
You can say it anyway.
We need a newsletter.
I can't be responsible for information I've not been exposed to.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Cop
Cop rigs.
Cop rigs.
Oh.
They're
Toxic and
beautiful.
Typhon cop rigs, man.
Yeah,
Those
beautiful.
are badass.
Yeah, they're nice.
And everybody at the range is like, ooh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go. We're
everybody
like,
walk over.
you can't have it. They kind of
Where
have.
did you get? Or they'd come over and they'd be like,
Oh, they just want to touch it.
Yeah, they just want.
Is this? I have seen one of these. In
I had a guy
picture.
walk up in a micro rig and he's like, hey, that's a nice bike. He's like, oh, that's a cop rig. And he's just like running his fingers over it. I'm like, dude, you're
Stop
like,
touching me.
I don't want to have to cut
You
you.
should have been like, well, while you're...
Yeah, while
While
you're
you're
here.
petting things.
Yeah, while you're petting things.
It's been a rough day, so...
It has been a hot day at the range, and you know, it's you know, you have to do something with it. But yeah, we came up here for 10 days, and this is absolutely the last time I will be out of the shop, probably until meteors hit. We've taken so many orders, and when we get home, we've already planned to triple our production line.
You didn't finish the story.
What story? I have ADD, remember? Squirrel.
Squirrel. The guy.
Oh.
Who got our whole street.
So, We give him a holster, and I don't think anything about it. We're like, all right, dude, you know, try this out. You can obviously break your shit. You can break an anvil in a rubber room because your leg's all fucked up, and you know, you've already broke a holster while I'm standing here. Here's some shit. Break it. Let me know how it works. Didn't think anything about it. An hour later, my phone starts blowing up. I'm in class, and I just look at my phone and go, yeah, whatever. So when I get done with class, I call up, like, have you seen the video? He took all kinds of holsters and piled them up, and he's like, look, this sling the gun out of this one, and this one failed me here, and this one broke, and this is the one you need. I went and talked to Christian at Green Force, and he gave me class, told me all this shit. This motherfucker, look, and it works. He did that thing. What did we take orders? We took a shitload of orders, like, it's still coming in from that. And it was just a little short 5-minute video over one holster that we gave a dude because his shit broke.
Huh. The fascinating thing that happened this entire week was wherever he went, there was always a Kydex 101 class ad hoc that was happening because people would come over and ask questions. And Chris is just showing up because he wants to have a good time. And then next time I look over, Chris is swarmed
I've stopped
by
wearing
10 people, and he's got a holster out and he's doing things, and people are like, hey, can I see?
Yep.
Can I see? Let me take a picture.
I'm talking to one dude, and I'm zoned in on him, and we're talking about something. You know, I'm trying to impart some knowledge and show him where he's fucked up, and like help him out and help him. And I turn around and look, and there's this huge fucking crowd. I've stopped wearing stuff with my company name on it in public up here.
People will be like, are you Christian? You'll be like, oh, he's over there.
No.
Weirdest fucking thing. Tell me how this worked for you. When people started recognizing you and going, can I take a picture with you?
Oh, God.
Okay. I was like, you know, the first couple times, it's like, hey. And now I realize that it's odd that people know who we are and seek us out.
It happens. It's because we're Facebook and shit. But it happens, like, we can't go. We go to the airport and get it. We go to the shopping malls. We go fucking anywhere. Anywhere really other than Camden. Because there's a lot of dudes here that don't even have computers here.
Yeah.
But anywhere you
Anywhere
go,
where there's actual social
but
media.
if you take a couple minutes and just talk to them.
Yep.
And I don't even want to talk about SOE. Hey, what's your name? What do you do? Where are you from? Like,
yep.
We just make it about them.
Yep.
And they just remember that shit.
Yeah.
And they will get out there and answer those questions, and they will fight those fights. And like when we were at Blade Show, everybody comes up like, how's your show? You guys doing a lot of sales? I'm like, dude, I don't have a fucking clue. We're just here to meet you.
Hang out. That's exactly it.
Want to shoot a video?
Yeah. I'll take a picture.
And because of that, because of the videos, we let them on the inside. Like, we don't edit any of this shit. We don't cut. We don't script it. We just fucking talk, and we just do what we do.
Be real.
And they just fucking, they realize that, and they're drawn to that.
Yep.
And like, so many dudes walk up fucking all day long. I get emails or wherever we're at. Dude's like, man, I lost fucking 60 pounds and I owe it to you. No, you don't owe it to us. Like, you did that work. You were just open to it. We were the avenue that, you know, we said the words you were open to hearing that day.
We were the conduit for the information to flow.
Yeah.
So Swinny's legit. I'm not a big fan of snake oils, but I came out here with Swinny and and when I talked to Swinny for 5 minutes, I've worked on the ambulance in the hospitals, and been curious about why the human body doesn't just sling apart from basic atoms at any given moment. It's not a miracle. It's not a wonder people die. It's a wonder that we stay alive with all the complex chemical reactions that have to take place at every fucking moment, and do it right or shit blows up. So I talked to Swinny for like 5 minutes. I'm like, this dude knows exactly what the fuck he's talking about. He could explain what every one of his products did, mechanism of action, how it interacted with other systems.
At any level.
At any level.
He can talk, yeah, or fucking PhD.
Yeah, PhD.
And that's what Justin said. He said, I didn't want to just be a gym dude and be big.
Be a gym rat.
Be stereotyped as being dumb. So it was important to fucking be smart and then be big.
Yep.
And that's what he did.
Yep. I can already tell, like you're talking about belt size loss, I'm already in a different, I can tell on my Velcro, on my little thing where I'm going, I'm in a different spot.
Yeah, you're going to have to get all new shorts and pants.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good thing. Yeah. So this trip a lot for me personally. I know we had a lot of business to do when we came up here, but really this is my family up here, the Camden area, all of these people up here. I mean, we're talking mom, dad, sister. Those are the only people, even in my family, I guess Chad and his wife, they're closer to them than any of my extended family, aunts, uncles, cousins, all them people. I would sooner give you or any fucking buddy up here in Camden a key to my house and a key to my car and a combination of my safe than I would anybody outside, like 5 people in my family. These people are more family to me than most of my family.
Dude, there's
So-
a lot of people that spend more time. They don't live in Camden. They spend more time in Camden than they do at home.
Yep. Yep.
You can see it. I mean,
So I came up here to
we
see.
fill the hotels up with them.
We completely filled up. We had 6 people in our hotel room one night just because of loss of reservations and people that lost the place where they were going to stay. And it's like family. It's like, dude, you want to sleep on the floor, the couch? We can put 3 people in a bed, whatever we got to do. Just wrap up like a taco. Don't touch my butt. We're good. So I came up here to see my friends and my family. I came up here just to hang out. And for the company, it was about business, but I just wanted to come see my people and hang out and not do business. But I'm sure you realize whenever you try to do that, you're going to get
It's an inability.
business is going to happen whether you want it or not.
It's a good thing.
It is. It's not a bad. It's a
beautiful
terrible problem to have,
problem.
right? Yeah.
Terrible problem to have.
First world problems, as people say. So, yeah, we really love coming up here. I know that that's going to be limited in the next 6 months just because of the growth expansion cycle we're in right now. And my light at the end of the tunnel is when we expand enough to where I've got enough people trained that I have confidence in that can do our production things and allow me just to concentrate on strictly the custom things and do R&D and do product development.
That sounds
So-
familiar.
Why don't you guys just move here?
Yeah. What?
Let's just move here.
Right.
Like your dollar goes, literally, your dollar goes twice as far.
Did we go to El Vallarta and buy lunch for the entire table for $60? You buy lunch for 12 people for
I
60.
buy lunch for fucking 50 people when we go to El Valle. Like
Yeah.
the whole fucking room.
Yeah, and it's like
check a lot.
Yeah, you couldn't do that in California.
you couldn't do that in Florida, dude.
Fucking property here is $1,000 an acre. There's fucking houses sitting all over the place.
Well, one of the things that we really want to do, especially for the way we build Kydex right now, but Kydex is our springboard. Like the thing you sell the most of is belts. Okay, the belts allow you to finance all of the other fun shit you want to do. So we want to have a training facility in Florida where we don't own an instructor. We just want to have the facility and bring Aaron Little, Tactical Response, Sage. We just want to start bringing traveling crews. So because there's no place in Florida. If you try to do a scan and this far in Florida, you're out. You're off the range. Give me your card. Cut it in half. Don't ever fucking come here again.
Yeah.
And that's every range I've been to in Florida. There's no place to train down there like we train up here. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're not training like you're going to be fighting, you're wasting your time. You're building bad muscle memory, getting bad habits. So we don't do it. So that's one of the reasons we really want to stay kind of where we are in Florida. But we've already discussed having that and some manufacturing there and a presence up here because it gets hot as fuck down there and it gets cold as fuck up here. And I was born in Puerto Rico. I'm a tropical boy. I mean, I can take a
Tactical
look.
snowbirds.
Yeah,
We've
tactical
discussed
snowbirds.
Tactical snowbirds.
So we'll come up here and spend most of the time, and then when it gets cold, we'll haul ass to Florida. When
You're
it's
gonna
like,
migrate just like the bird.
I'm not down with white shit, dude. The stuff that falls out of the sky and bounces off you like grits. The first time I saw sleep, I was confused.
So what's up? What's your website?
Greenforcetactical.com.
And your Facebook?
Facebook is greenforcetactical.com. Instagram is greenforcetactical.com. Twitter is greenforcetactical.com. Now you're seeing the theme. We pretty much got that nailed down. Any social media platform you want to look at us, we're Green Force Tactical, and we do stuff.
And you have other than holsters on your website, like T-shirts, patches,
Oh,
stickers?
we have swag, we have T-shirts, we have patches, we have stickers, we have all the full marketing ball of wax, because there's people other than me that are involved in that. And, I mean, we sell mag carriers, we sell cock holsters, we sell, we know that the admin pouch, or the medical pouch on most of the micro rigs, and the admin pouch in the back is not meant to carry a gun in, but people are people, and they want what they want, so we build Velcro back holsters to go in all of the SOE rigs.
And the rats tourniquet holders.
And rats, we've started hooking up with people who make rats, and they don't have a way to carry their tourniquets, so we're building stuff to make tourniquets.
Tourniquets.
We're doing some development work with Masad Ayub right now on some of the new H&K stuff, so look for our holsters to be in whatever magazine buys his article on that. We're tangled up with Chris Christensen, who does a lot of articles for magazines here in the United States and internationally. We're just starting to get tangled up with a lot of dudes that we never thought we'd meet, and they've been very generous to us and very good to us, like you have. And it's like everybody in this community, you don't meet any douchebags. If there's a douchebag in this community, they're filtered out fairly quickly. I mean,
Most of them stay on the internet.
well, yeah, they just move on down into the basement, they get the Cheetos out, get the Call of Duty hat, and then get them a beanbag chair and commence on walking on ARFCOM and Glock World.
Cool.
That's their national habitat.
We're talking shit about John.
That's right. That's
All right,
right.
Nate. Last words.
Always be awesome.
Always be awesome.
All right, turn that shit on.
Turn this off. Oh man.